So let's start with what to look for in an injector.
Yeah.
And I think let's kick this off with training and professional development, because I don't think a lot of people realize all the things that go on in the background per year for us to be able to provide the best treatments, the best services, inject in the best possible way. So all the things that we do that actually take us out of our clinics to be better injectors.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about the things that you've done this year and the things you've got coming up for your training and professional development.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. And what a lot of people don't realise, there was a report the other night on the 7:30 on the ABC. So to do cosmetic injectables in Australia, you have to be a doctor, a registered nurse or a dentist. Each of those bodies report to different professional groups, and then there's APRA that regulate overall. But there's a very big gap there. That's where your sort of formal tick in the box ends.
Yeah.
So there are people that will go and do literally a day course and then go out and inject.
And go.
And then there are people like ourselves who take their training and professional development very seriously.
Yeah.
What you get there is a huge scope in skill, and a scope in prices as well. And sometimes people will say, your prices are quite high. And I'll say, yes, but you are paying, one of our favourite lines is you're paying for the skill, not the mill.
I love that one.
I love that because it's really expensive to keep up your CPD. You're taking time out of the clinic and paying for courses. I did a course earlier in the year, which was a cadaver course. So
amazing. People
who've donated their body to science. Amazing anatomy experience. That was a $3,000 course and a day out of my clinic.
A one-day course.
One-day course and a whole day out of my clinic.
Exactly.
So you add, and travel costs for me being regional. So you add a lot of costs in there, but the learning that I got, and knowing that I can safely operate and I know exactly where every vessel is, and that's invaluable in its own way. So I make sure I attend at least 3 conferences a year.
Yeah.
You're
here for one.
Yeah, I'm here for one this weekend, which will be fantastic. And I also make sure, and we're lucky with the rise in technology. So pre-COVID, any event that was on product launch information evening was always held in a nice hotel in the city. Yeah. But when it's an 8-hour round drive for me, I could miss a lot of that.
Exactly.
Whereas now there's so much web opportunities. Yeah. There really is no excuse not to be up with your training and development.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, I totally agree. And similar to you, I do like a lot of training as well. Like I've already had our suppliers in multiple times this year, doing a lot of face-to-face. Like you said, I do a lot of webinars. Often when my little one goes to sleep, I'll jump online and I'm involved in a webinar. I did one last week. The cadaver course, you were telling me how amazing it is. I'm actually booked in to do mine in a couple of months' time. I'm really looking forward to the learning opportunity there. Conferences, we've met up at lots of conferences.
And they're great for networking because you get the formal learning, but you also get to meet with other injectors and share experiences,
networking,
knowledge, stories.
It's so good.
And develop community.
We've both done like business mentoring conferences this year as well, which was fantastic. Really focusing on how we can do better business and provide more better customer service.
That's right. Well. Yeah, we talk about the patient experience a lot, and as clinical trained nurses, that's not something you're readily taught. Yeah. But so what they're experiencing when they come in the door and how they're treated and how you handle a lot of the legalities that we're also not taught, how to safely handle patient information and data and record keeping and legal things that a lot of people don't realize, because this is a medical procedure. There are things that we need to learn and know.
Exactly.
Yeah.